Our love isn't absent problems, but it sure is absent drama. You deserve this kind of love. Unfiltered Heart Talks with the Dawkins.
So, what is this video about?
Well, it was sparked from a comment. A lot of the videos we do are sparked from comments or
Absolutely.
private messages or, concerns. We always try to respond to the needs of our community.
Yes.
And so this one is no different.
Mhm.
And I don't remember the exact video. This video has been planning months in advance.
Yeah.
But there was a video that we posted over on TikTok. And it was one of those videos that we posted on toxic relationship, and the person said that it's different when kids are involved.
Yeah.
And a follow-up comment they made was that they stayed in that toxic relationship until the kids just they're waiting until the kids are 18 before they leave.
Wow.
And of course we recognize that this is a pattern that we
It's
have
very common.
seen, throughout the ages. It's not unique to the 21st century, the 20th century, or any other century. It's a perpetual problem that we have seen in a lot of marriages.
Yes.
And that is why we always say that the idea or the belief or the social construct where people are taught to believe that because you were raised in a two-parent home, it means that
You're
fit
better off.
or you are better fit
Yes.
for marriage. That's a big fat
It's
lie.
false. Yeah.
It's false.
False. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we have seen that we have recognized that that is a huge issue, and we want to caution individuals where that mindset is
It's concerned.
concerned.
Absolutely.
Don't take it for granted that because someone is from a two-parent home, it means that they are ready.
Yes, and Pop the Balloon is a prime example. There's so many people that will ask that one question: Are your parents together? Are they still married? All that stuff. There's this one woman that popped on a guy, or she popped her balloon because she said she was from a two-parent home and her parents are still married, and because he wasn't in that same boat anymore because his parents did eventually get a
Right.
divorce, she didn't want that.
Right.
So
right.
maybe that's just her preference.
Mhm.
But if the idea behind that is a person that stems from a two-parent home is better fitted for life, that is completely false.
It is false.
It's good to have both parents around
It
in a
is.
healthy environment. Absolutely. If that's what your idea is, and if that's what your desire is, fine. But it does not always equal
Right.
perfect.
Right. I guess people just automatically assume it means stability.
Yes.
That once you are from a two-parent home, you are stable. But people need to understand that emotional intelligence and emotional maturity, it's not something that is necessarily built from within the home. It's built on the self-identity journey. Because one other thing that people need to understand where this is concerned too is that if the environment or the home is toxic, if there are dysfunction, if the family is dysfunctional, if there's a lot of fighting, all of those things, children are going to absorb. And interestingly, research backs this as well. Studies consistently show that children raised in high conflict homes often experience higher levels of anxiety, dysfunctional relationship, low self-esteem, anger, dysregulation, and depression.
Even if those families are two-parent homes.
Even if those families are two-parent home. So it's a notion that people have that they need to dismiss because it's false.
Mm-hmm. And since you're on statistics, another interesting thing too is that children who grow up in those toxic home environments, they're twice as likely to enter those toxic or even create those toxic dynamics themselves in their relationships going forward.
Yeah. So think about that. The next time, guys, you talk about because I've seen people and pop the balloon who pop on people because they are not from a two-parent home. And I always wonder, what does that have to do with anything? The reality is a lot of these two-parent home are even more toxic than sole parent families. You know, there are a lot of single parent who are very intentional about how they raise their kids. And I've seen a lot of two-parent home and they raise their kids like it's crazy, some of the things that they allow.
Yeah, it's because even though both parents are there, there is no unity. And because there's no unity, there's division. There's so much division. One parent does things one way, the other parent does things another way. So it's almost like a parallel parenting kind of dynamic going on under the same roof, which causes a lot of confusion, a lot of stress on a young mind. And because those young minds, as we said, are very impressionable, that is what they grow up to normalize.
Yeah.
Division in the home.
Right. And there's also a lot of arguments because a lot of these parents, as we said, they're just sticking around until the kids are 18, you know?
Our love isn't absent problems, but it sure is absent drama. You deserve this kind of love. Unfiltered Heart Talks with the Dawkins.